my channel. Today is a cozy Sunday and I asked you guys on Instagram whose evening routine you wanted me to follow, you wanted to see, because I've done a couple of these as morning routines and I really liked them. The response was really good and I thought I kind of want to do just one more in this little mini series, but I want to make it an evening routine. I had a lot of different YouTubers thrown at me, but then somebody said, why don't you follow your own evening routine from when you were about 14? And I was like, oh my gosh, this person was referring to this video. Guys, this was the third video I ever uploaded to this YouTube channel, so we are talking way back when. The whole thing was filmed on my iPhone 6. It was uploaded straight from my phone just to YouTube. It's awful, like it is dreadful, and watching that makes me realize actually how far I've come in terms of physically creating the content. I have upped my game, that without doubt. You know, you see those things on Twitter a lot where it's like, if you knew me when I was 14, no you didn't. That watching this video made me cringe. It made me have strong secondhand embarrassment. Everything about it just made me squirm and I really didn't enjoy it. The best part of it was when it ended. I followed it as closely as possible as a 21-year-old adult that is no longer 14 and doing an evening routine after school. I give everybody full permission to laugh at me because I laughed at me too. Just before we jump back 7 years, if you're not already subscribed, please go do so down below. For my own secondhand embarrassment and cringy 14-year-old self, if you're not already subscribed, please go and do so. It takes 2 seconds and it's so easy to do and it means a lot. Let's get straight into it, and I'm so sorry for what you're about to witness. So I thought I'd record a voiceover for this because that's what I would have done in 2014. So this is my tea. This is where the evening begins.
So I like to start the night by setting up my fairy lights on my desk. My room then looks like this, which I think looks really cute.
Oh guys, it's the backing music for me. Ah. Anyway, I'm just making my room look super cozy, turning on all my lights, my fairy lights, my neon lights, and just getting ready for the evening. So you joined me from my bedroom at 7:30 on a Sunday evening, and for reference purposes I am going to include some of the original video alongside this because I'm going to follow it as closely as I can, starting with the fact that I'm standing in the exact same spot as I started that video when I was literally 14 years old. I'm now 21, kind of 7 years ago. However, we can do one step better than just standing in the same spot because wait for it. Guys, I am as mortified as you that I still have the exact same top. Let's just put a side by side because I actually look exactly the same. Currently I'm standing here with no makeup on because I've had a super lazy day. This is 14-year-old me 7 years ago, looking like that. Here I am 7 years later with the same t-shirt, so I don't want any of you to call me out for buying clothes and wearing them once. When I tell you I quite literally do not get rid of clothes, I mean just look at this. Just look at this. Look. Fashion.
Also, excuse my Mickey Mouse top in this video.
This is a top I've had for about 10 years. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, and I do still occasionally wear it. It's a little bit small, but I'm almost thinking it's a bit vintage now. Like it's old school Disneyland Paris. I'm not embarrassed. I'm proud. Anyway, the first thing that I randomly went off on one about was lighting candles.
Usually when I get in the shower I light some candles. I think this just looks really pretty and it makes your shower or bath more relaxing.
Apparently that was a massive part of my evening routine before I got in the shower. I needed to light 3 very specific candles. Candle time, boys and girls. I'm not going to bang on about these in the same way that I did in the last video, but these 2 candles are from TK Maxx. This one is a Yankee candle and the other was just a random one that I found in TK Maxx. Okay, in that original video, I talked through the fact that I'd bought those candles the day before and that I absolutely lit 3 candles every time I had a shower, which was just an absolute lie. I was watching that video being like, Molly, there is no way that I took a candle into the shower to specifically light it to have a shower every evening. So the next thing that I did before I jumped in the shower to wash my hair was brush through it and take it out of the bun. So here is the original footage. Let's just look at how different it looks because other than my hair being a lot shorter, sort of exactly the same. Like the dye, the bad roots, the frizz. Like this is a really bad hair day. That's why I need to wash it. But obviously this was also quite a bad hair day. So like, yeah, not much has changed, guys. This was really not where I envisioned being at 21. I did not plan on being in the same bedroom, in the same top, living almost the exact same life. But like, here we are. So thankfully current day Molly has learned which hairbrushes work best for her hair type because it pains me so much that in that past video I'm just like tugging at my hair with a paddle brush and ripping it out of my head. Like it just, oh, go wash my hair. Just for reference, I'm gonna insert the clip where I had a shower last time where I just randomly inserted the clip like upside down or something and left it in.
So then I get in the shower. Don't know why this clip's sideways, sorry.
I don't know why you guys subscribed. So then once I was out of the shower, I just kind of got dry and went back through to my bedroom, closed my blind and got ready for bed pretty much. Picked out some pajamas. I actually also dried my hair with a t-shirt. This is like my #1 top tip. It is so much better for your hair. It means that your hair doesn't break as easily. And this is me being weird. Okay, now I'm ready for bed. This is why I don't do voiceovers, guys. Like, what am I doing here? This may be out of date. Oh well.
And then moisturise using the Zoella moisturiser.
Don't worry, I haven't actually had this specific pot since 2014. I just realised I probably didn't clarify that. This has not been sitting in my drawer for 7 years. There probably are some skincare items that have been, but this is definitely not one of them. Don't worry. Oh, it's everywhere though. It's everywhere. Okay, so the next thing that I did in that original video was brush through my hair, as I said, with a paddle brush. And honestly, it hurts my inside thinking about this clip here where I'm just attacking my scalp with a hairbrush. Like, I did have a lot of hair. My hair used to be so long when I was 14. I think I could pretty much sit on it when I straightened it. However, now I've learned that actually my hair naturally is curly and it responds best to curly treatment. However, I do still straighten it a lot and I am going to straighten it this evening. So I'm going to brush it through with this brush, which is a Denman hairbrush with really wide spikes. Are they called spokes? I just kind of part it where it naturally falls, which is luckily in the middle now. In this video, I've got a dreadful side parting. And I just lightly brush it through. See, with this brush, there's absolutely no tugging required. So I do recommend it. I'll leave a link to it on Amazon down below. Oh no, Penelope. There we go, much better. This is the serum that I always use on my hair. This is the Pantene Repair and Protect Vitamin E Oil. I didn't put oil in my hair in 2014 and I really should have done because it looked so dry. I mean, it's still not in the best condition, but that's through circumstances out of my control. Coronavirus. And then the next stage of my evening routine was this.
Then once I've dried my hair or brushed it, I go back and I do some more coursework. If you watch my vlog, you'll saw I was doing textiles coursework on this day. Textiles
coursework whilst watching Strictly Come Dancing, I'm pretty sure is what I said. I don't do textiles coursework anymore because I'm no longer in year 10. So I am going to do the closest thing that I can do to this, because to me, when I first watched this back, I was like, oh, I was writing a diary. I was writing a journal because it looks more like a diary than a coursework entry, but that's not doing textiles. So instead, I'm gonna write a diary entry and also paint my nails because my nails are scummy. I'm gonna take this nail varnish off. I'm gonna repaint them for the week ahead, and that is something that 14-year-old Molly absolutely loved doing. Nail art was like a hobby. Turns out I'm rubbish at it, so I don't do that anymore. Yeah, that's something that I would have done instead of homework, so yeah. Can somebody please tell me why everything I did and everything I said was so cringy? Like, the tone of voice that I'm speaking in every single clip, why am I doing that voice? Okay guys, so the next thing is actually going to be to paint my nails. Bloody vile. One thing I can guarantee now, guys, is that I'm just literally myself in videos. Like, this is my voice, this is how I talk. Sometimes I do try to like play down the Yorkshire accent, but even then recently I haven't been doing that because I haven't been with any of my southern friends. Nail time. This is the last time I'm gonna have to paint my nails because nail shops actually reopen tomorrow, but I'm not even gonna attempt to get my nails done tomorrow. Like, I would be an idiot. Oh, what colour? Oh, grey. Grey, we'll go grey. I then wrote in my journal just like a to-do list, things I wanted to achieve this week. I went downstairs and I made myself a cup of tea, and I also made one for my dad as well. I didn't do this in my 2014 evening routine, but I literally cannot have an evening without a cup of tea now, so here is me making that. Also, let me know in the comments below, what colour milk do you put in tea? Because I had such a debate on my Instagram the other week. The correct answer is red. Okay, it's now a lot later on, as you can tell, because my hair has practically dried. I'm just going to finish drying it off and then straighten it in a minute. But I'm going to do my skincare routine the same as I did when I was 14. So the first thing I did was cleanse my face with the Simple Cleanser.
Then an hour later, I start my like pampering routine. I wash my face just gently with water, And then I use a simple kind of skin moisturising thing before I go to bed.
But I actually don't have that anymore, I don't use that anymore. So instead I've got this, the Body Shop Tea Tree Cleansing Scrub. So I'm gonna use this instead, and I kind of let it like sink into my face whilst I brush my teeth. So we're gonna do that. Here is past me. Tell me I don't look the same 7 years on. Also, can we talk about how aggressively I apply the product in this clip? Like, do I want to scrape my skin off? Or my skin is really not great right now at all. It hasn't been for a while actually. And I think this scrub is quite good at like helping get rid of spots. Obviously tea tree is known for like, it's good for blackheads, it's good for spot, and obviously with this being a scrub, it's really like getting into my pores. 14-year-old me left this on while I brushed their teeth, so I'm gonna do that. So in my video from when I was 14, I think I said that I sort my hair out and then go to sleep.
My hair then starts to dry naturally.
What I would have probably done would be put it into plaits. However, I'm not going to do that because, as I said, I want to have it straight tomorrow. So I'm actually going to finish drying it off and then straighten it. So I'll get back to you. I'm not going to film that because I'm pretty sure you guys know what hair straightening looks like. So let me tell you, I wish that that was as quick as that transition just made it look. We're now in bed. It is actually quite late, so I'm trying to follow my skincare routine as closely as possible, and in this video here I use these 3 products.
I put this on my lips, which I think is really good. I then put the Ted Baker thing on my hands because this smells really nice.
It cringes me out. I think my actual description is I put the tea tree oil on my head.
And I put the tea tree oil on my head.
I was so to the point and so blunt in this video, but anyway, I don't have that tea tree product, but I do have Drops of Youth from the Body Shop, which is tea tree, I believe. Why is it not working? That is quite something. I'm really not sure how you're meant to use this. I think it is tea tree, it's burning a little bit. Okay, the next thing I did was hand cream. I don't do this anymore, but actually 14-year-old Molly took better care of her body than I do. I moisturise my legs, I moisturise my hands. So I'm going to use the Body Shop Pink Grapefruit hand cream because I know I will have had one of these in 2014. And then the last thing that I said I did was apply lip balm. Currently my favourite lip balm are the Carmex Naturally. I actually did work with them on Instagram last week. They sponsored me, or was it the week before? They're like 100% vegan. The formula's really, really good. They're new. My skin is moist right now. I feel good. And then the last thing that I did in this video was read this book. I've got no idea what this book is. This evening I'm going to read this book, which is actually the second in this series by my friend's mum, which is actually why this says not for resale on it, because it's not published like this. But if you do want to read these books, I really recommend. This is the second one in the series. The first one is called Either Side of Midnight. I finished that, it was amazing. This is the second in the trilogy, but they're only available to read on Kindle and ebook, because basically my friend Rachel, her mum, writes the books, which is just insane. It's just amazing. Like, I know a published author, do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, why has the flame gone so big?
And there we pretty much have it, guys. That is pretty much the end of my evening routine. This is where I ended it in 2014 as well. I just turn out all my lights and go to bed.
So that brings us to the end of this video. I think I ended the original video in my school uniform.
That was my last night's nighttime routine. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up.
Holding my phone like just vlogging like that. Honestly, this whole thing, I can't even tell you how much I cringed. So I hope you cringe too. I hope you've had secondhand embarrassment, because I look back and I think, do you know what? I fully understand why people took the mick out of me at school. I'd probably take the mick out of me too now. I don't understand why 14-year-olds now look like me now and I look like that. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope if nothing else you've had a bit of a laugh. If you have, do give it a huge thumbs up. Thankfully guys, from now on, fingers crossed, content might start getting a little bit back to normal. I've got some ideas in terms of stuff I can film outside of the house, thank God. So subscribe if you're not already subscribed so that you don't miss that, and I shall be back on my channel on Thursday this week with another video. Bye guys.